Türk memleketi anlat. Güzel. Memleketimiz çok güzel. Çok insanlığı güzel. İnsanları güzel. Temiz. Havası güzel. İnsanları zaten pırıl pırıl. Ama eşitlik yok.
Teşekkür
eşitlik yok.
Teşekkür ederim. Teşekkür ederim.
Bazı kişileri kandırıyor. Çeviriyor. Yani ama gücüm sana yetse
It's been a really good experience. I've learned a lot. It's very different, very different, and yeah, I'm having a great time. The people here are very sweet. They try to make you feel as comfortable as possible, so it makes me feel good that I'm here.
Yeah, I got it in the street side. While coming back. Cool.
Hi, my name's David Woolcombe, and this Congress is pretty much my fault. I'm the licensee of the whole thing, and here as we come towards the end of the 5th in the series of these Congresses, I have to say I feel pretty proud of young people, and I feel pretty honored to have had the privilege of spending my working life serving the needs of young people, because what happened here was truly a miracle. 6 weeks ago we didn't have a Congress. We thought we were going to have to cancel the whole thing, and here we are. We've thrown together pretty rudimentary logistics, but because young people can self-organize across the barriers of language and culture and ethnicity, I think 90%, 99% maybe of the people who've come have learned a lot, had a really good time, made friends around the world, and got a bit of a handle on the challenges that face them in their lifetimes. But not just the challenges, but how you're going to deal with those challenges. And the main way you're going to deal with those challenges is by working together. And what we've seen here at this Congress is young people working together magnificently, leading workshops, working with each other on round tables, doing this talent show which is going on in the background here now. The cultures just, you enjoy each other. And I've always said young people are much better at uniting nations than diplomats, and this Congress is living proof of that. So I look forward to the next Congress in Rio, and hopefully it'll be much more logistically better organized, but I hope we can carry forward the spirit of Emeche that we've learned about here in Turkey, that spirit of solidarity and togetherness that brings such joy to the people who work together, and that we will have a much bigger political impact. But that won't happen in Rio. That'll happen because of the work that all you young people do between now and Rio to persuade your governments that youth are not just cute people to be trained and constrained and managed. You are the leaders of development. You are the people who are actually going to create a sustainable society for the 21st century. And you need to get youth to the heart of the post-MDG development agenda. And that work starts right now when you get back home. Thank you for coming.
When I just say America, and they're like, oh my God, America, really? So I'm like, yeah, and then they'll say which state, and I'll say New York. They'll be like, oh my God, New York, that's where I want to go. That's my dream place. And I'm like, oh, nice. So I went to the store to get some jeans for one of my friends, and the guy asked me where I was from, and I was like, oh, America. And he knelt, he went on his knees and shook my hand and kissed my hand, and he was like, oh my God, America. He was like, Obama, right? Obama. I'm like, yeah, Obama.
Yeah, I'll definitely have the good people on going, and youth on going to a World Youth Congress. It's really a great way to know what's going on. How people at grassroots level are trying to change stuff that really impact the world at the higher level than people can think of.
I think in coming to the World Youth Congress, we were really excited to learn a lot about Millennium Development Goals and just what kind of action young people were taking around the world pertaining to international development and the goals and the progress that needs to be made by 2015. I will say that I feel that we didn't learn as much about Millennium Development Goals as we had thought we would going into it. Instead, we had the opportunity to meet a lot of really diverse young people doing amazing things at a very young age. And that was a really unique snapshot, and I was so thankful to have that. And, you know, in our casual conversations outside of workshops, I think we learned a great deal about this generation and what it's doing and what it's working towards. So I thought that was very powerful. And watching Vianca and Rumman really step up and kind of take the lead in facilitating workshops, that was amazing to see. I think we went into it thinking the four of us were going to kind of co-collaborate, co-lead, and I loved seeing our young people step up and just take it on and do it with a lot of confidence. And the friends that they've made over the last couple weeks, it's been really, really incredible to see, and I think a very unique life experience.
Are you happy to go home?
I'm missing home. I love New York City. Every time I leave, I think about how blessed we are to live in such a great city. But I will say that I am incredibly just taken back by Istanbul. It is such an amazing city, both the old and the new, and the blend of, you know, the East and the West, and the way that it's done in such a really respectful and genuine way. I've never seen it elsewhere in the world, and it was really, really beautiful to see. For me, I felt like being able to fast the first day of Ramadan in Istanbul was like an incredible thing on a personal level. To be in a Muslim country, to break bread with a bunch of different people at the place that we had decided to, you know, kind of make our home away from home. It's been a really great couple weeks.